No, they're not going to see this.
Okay.
Feel free to answer honestly.
Okay.
Series of rapid-fire questions. Here we go. Who's the biggest flirt in the band?
AJ, most definitely.
AJ.
Me.
Okay. Who never has any money? Always borrowing money.
Me. Well, AJ, every once in a while, sometimes we'll go to a club, and he'll purposely just not bring any money or a credit card or anything. And then all of a sudden the bill will come up at the very end, and I'll be like, okay, we're going to work something out here. And he's like, I didn't bring my money. I'm like, he's done this to me 3 times in a row already, buddy. I'm catching on now. So
it seems like I have money, but it's not in the currency that I need it in. Like, it's, you know, we'll be in England, I won't have any pounds on me. All I have is American cash. So sometimes we'll stop and go to a restaurant. I'm like, I don't have any, you know, American currency, and somebody will loan me that. I mean, any foreign currency. But maybe me. I don't know. That might be me. Nick maybe also.
Okay. Who spends most time in front of the mirror?
Let's see. I think the fellas will probably say Howie.
I'm sure the guys will probably say it's me, because I have to, you know, make sure all hair 32 and 34 is in place. You know?
Either myself, Howie, or Kevin.
It takes a while to get the...
Yeah, I take about a half hour sculpting my stuff.
Okay. Who's the biggest slob on tour? Always farting, smelly feet.
Me and Nick.
Nick, too?
Nick, yeah.
I always tell Nick that it's not only his bus, it's all of our bus. So I have to make sure, you know, that he keeps a common courtesy to all of us and doesn't trash the bus too much or get his Nintendo all over the place or his smelly socks, you know, in my bunk.
Big slob. That's Nick and AJ.
Who'd be the first to go solo?
Wow. I don't know.
I don't know. You know, it's kind of weird. I mean, I think we all have the potential of doing it. It's just a matter of timing. When we all would feel like, okay, now that, you know, a certain person has an interest of doing that instead of just doing the group thing, or maybe during the downtime thing. I mean, I've done a little bit of solo acting already, so, you know, and Kevin's done a little bit of modeling, you know, here and there. So it's not like, I mean, we've always talked about it, you know, none of us wants to hold each other back from doing anything that makes them happy, as long as it doesn't interfere with the group.
Each of us have thought about it, so, but within maybe a couple of years or so, I don't know, I'd like to, Nick would like to, Brian would like, all of us would.
I think we all have aspirations of possibly doing that. But that's just something that we've always promised each other. If one of us is feeling that they want to go off and do that, then we'll just sit down and talk about it.
Maybe a KISS thing where all of you go solo at once,
Yeah,
and then come back together.
Come back and just do a big reunion tour. Like,
who'd be the first to get married?
Brian.
I'd probably have to say Brian or Kevin.
Probably Brian.
Yeah? And lastly, everyone's got a favorite Backstreet Boy. Who's your favorite Backstreet Boy?
Who's my favorite Backstreet Boy? Wow. Brian or AJ? It's hard. Brian's my cuz. I love him. AJ, I'm really proud of how much he's grown.
Probably, I'd have to say Howie, only because I've known him for almost 10 years now. I mean, him and I have known each other for a long time. I've known him since I was about 11 years old, and he was 16.
It'd be very hard for me to pick, you know, my favorite. But I'd probably say I'm the closest with AJ, just because I've known him the longest. And we've been in the business together, and that's how I met him. We both have a lot of the same, you know, values, same interests, and stuff like that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool.
Howie's my favorite, by the way.
Yeah, right. I bet you he says that to everyone.
I did it. I tell everyone that.